In the ever-evolving world of gaming, few titles manage to capture the essence of adventure and storytelling quite like Final Fantasy VII Rebirth. As a creative at game studio PlayFusion, I've spent years exploring the intricacies of game design, narrative development, and player engagement. This experience has not only honed my appreciation for exceptional gaming experiences, but also sharpened my eye for those rare moments when a game transcends its medium to become something truly extraordinary. Within the first hour of Final Fantasy VII Rebirth, I encountered a series of compelling reasons that didn't just pique my interest, they firmly grasped it, refusing to let go. I'll share these reasons, delving into the depth of what makes this game not just a journey, but an unforgettable adventure. The very first aspect that captures any player's attention in Final Fantasy VII Rebirth is its cutscenes, which are nothing short of incredible. From the moment you press start, the game immerses you in its world with cinematic quality that rivals blockbuster films. The attention to detail in these cutscenes is meticulous, from the subtle expressions on characters' faces to the expansive, breathtaking vistas of the game's environment. These cutscenes set a new standard for storytelling in video games, blending seamless animation with powerful narrative delivery. As someone deeply involved in the creative aspects of game development, I can't help but admire the craftsmanship and artistry that went into making these moments not just visually stunning, but emotionally compelling as well. They serve as a vivid reminder of how far video game technology has come and how it can be used to tell stories in uniquely immersive ways. The second reason why Final Fantasy VII Rebirth quickly captivated me lies in its combat system, which is both smooth and impactful, providing a deeply satisfying gameplay experience. The fluidity with which characters move, attack, and execute their abilities is a testament to the game's polished mechanics. Coupled with visually stunning visual effects, every strike, spell, and special move feels powerful and consequential. One of the most gratifying aspects of the combat system is the stagger system. Successfully staggering an enemy rewards the player with a moment of significant advantage. This mechanic adds a layer of depth to fights, encouraging players to learn about their opponents to find the most effective ways to break through their opponent's defenses. The visual and audio feedback when enemies staggered is immensely satisfying, making each successful stagger feel like a momentous achievement. The third pillar that firmly anchored my attention in the first hour is its storytelling and narrative, which I could argue is leading class in the gaming industry. What sets this game apart is not just the depth and complexity of its story, but how it interacts with the decisions made by the player or the locations visited. This dynamic narrative approach creates a personalized journey, making each player's experience unique and deeply engaging. As I navigated through the game, I noticed that characters would comment on actions I had taken, and the storyline would subtly shift to reflect the choices made. This level of interactivity adds a layer of immersion that is rare in video games, making me feel like an active participant in the unfolding story rather than just an observer. The narrative richness of Final Fantasy VII, combined with its interactive elements, showcases the potential of video games as a medium for storytelling. The fourth enchanting element that drew me deeper into the world of Final Fantasy VII Rebirth within the initial 60 minutes was its music. The soundtrack is unequivocally top of its class, playing a pivotal role in defining the game's most memorable moments with its tempo and choice of instruments. The compositions range from soaring orchestral pieces that elevate epic battles to intimate piano melodies that underscore tender moments, each meticulously crafted to enhance the emotional impact of the scene. This musical journey through Final Fantasy VII does more than just accompanying the gameplay. It breathes life into it, shaping the atmosphere and influencing the player's emotional response. Whether it's the adrenaline-pumping rhythms during a high-stakes combat or haunting melodies that linger in the aftermath of a plot twist, the music serves as a constant dynamic narrative force throughout the game. The fifth aspect that solidified my fascination right from the get-go is its exceptional world building and the design of the sets. The game crafts a vivid, immersive world that feels alive and teeming with stories at every corner. But what truly enhances this immersion is the thoughtful use of third-person camera, especially how it pulls out at precisely the right moment to showcase the breathtaking expanse of the land in all its glory. This deliberate camera movement does more than just overall visual treat, it situates the player within a vast, living world that extends far beyond the immediate narrative. From the sprawling dystopian cityscapes of Midgar to the ethereal natural beauty of the world outside, each environment is meticulously detailed and rich with atmosphere. The game's ability to seamlessly transition from tight, character-focused shots to grand, sweeping vistas instills a sense of awe and wonder, encouraging exploration and engagement within the world on a deeper level. As someone deeply involved in the creative aspects of game design, the intelligent use of camera angles and world building in Final Fantasy VII is a source of inspiration. It demonstrates how visual storytelling techniques can be employed to enhance the player's emotional and narrative experience, making the world itself a compelling character in the story. The game's environments are not just backdrops for the action, they're an integral part of the story being told, full of history, mystery, and life. The sixth aspect that makes the game an unforgettable experience is the enemy and creature design, which is both intricate and imaginative. Each adversary and creature encountered in the game is a testament to the creative prowess behind its development. These designs go beyond mere aesthetics, they embody the essence of the game's world, contributing to its lore and depth. The variety of enemies and creatures in Final Fantasy VII Rebirth is staggering, ranging from mechanized monstrosities born of Shinra's industrial might to mythical beasts that seem to have leaped out of the ancient folklore. The level of detail in their design is remarkable, and each creature featuring unique traits, behaviors, and attack patterns that challenge players to adapt their strategy. This diversity not only keeps the gameplay engaging, but also enriches the game's narrative, hinting at the ecological and cultural complexities of the world Square Enix has crafted. What stands out most, however, is the imagination behind these designs. The enemy and creature designs push the boundaries of creativity, introducing players to beings that are both fantastical and terrifyingly plausible within the game's universe. This inventiveness is not just visually stimulating, it adds layers to the gameplay experience, making each encounter a moment of discovery. The seventh reason that makes Final Fantasy VII Rebirth utterly captivating, particularly within the first hour, is the flawless integration of combat abilities and commands into its real-time action gameplay. This seamless blend allows for the classical style special moves, which fans of the series have come to know and love, to fit perfectly within a live action context. The game manages to preserve the essence of the original Final Fantasy VII while enhancing it with the modern mechanics, making each encounter not just a battle but a thrilling experience. What stands out is how intuitive and responsive the combat system feels. Players can execute a variety of actions from basic attacks to more complex character-specific special moves with a fluidity that keeps the combat dynamic and engaging. The commands menu, a nod to the traditional turn-based system, allows for strategic depth, giving players the chance to pause the action momentarily to make a tactical decision, cast spells, or use items. This hybrid approach ensures that battles are both fast-paced and deeply strategic, appealing to fans of both action and strategy RPGs. The eighth reason why Final Fantasy VII Rebirth instantly captivated me lies in the user interface, which worked flawlessly, ensuring I never felt confused about where things were or how to use any part of the game. This level of UI design of excellence is critical in modern gaming, where complex systems and vast amounts of information must be accessible and intuitive for players. From navigating the menus to managing inventory and character abilities, every aspect of the UI in this game is designed with clarity and player ease in mind. The game employs a clean, readable aesthetic that integrates seamlessly with the overall visual design, making even the most intricate tasks feel pretty straightforward. Whether adjusting equipment, exploring the skill tree, or engaging in combat, the UI's intuitive layout ensures that the focus remains on the gameplay experience, not on the deciphering the interface. The ninth aspect that thoroughly impressed me in the Final Fantasy VII Rebirth is the dynamic character switching system in combat, which feels both fresh and innovative. This feature not only adds to the depth of the combat, but also brings a layer of strategic complexity that is exhilarating to engage with. The ability to switch between characters on the fly, even during high-stakes moments like executing limit moves, is a game changer. This seamless transition between characters allows players to take full advantage of each other's unique abilities and combat styles, ensuring that the battles are not just about brute force, but about tactical prowess and timing. Witnessing a perfectly timed character switch that culminates in a devastating limit move is not just satisfying from a gameplay perspective, but also visually spectacular. The point that solidified my adoration for Final Fantasy VII Rebirth is its innovative party system, which is fully unlocked with the ability to upgrade all team members to suit your playstyle throughout your playthrough. However, it's the introduction of a new mechanic that truly sets this experience apart. While blocking, you can team up with a teammate to unleash new attacks or defenses. This addition not only freshes the combat system, but also deepens the strategic possibilities during encounters. This mechanic encourages players to think more critically about positioning and timing, transforming defense into an opportunity for offensive collaboration. It adds a layer of depth to battles that goes beyond the traditional turn-based or action-orientated combat systems of previous titles. The ability to customize and upgrade team members further enhances this system, allowing players to tailor their party's abilities and synergies to their preferred style of play. As a creative professional in the game development industry, witnessing the evolution of party systems and combat mechanics in this game is both inspiring and enlightening. The game successfully balances innovation with the beloved core elements of the Final Fantasy series, creating a fresh yet familiar experience. This dynamic approach to the team-based combat and character customization exemplifies the game's commitment to pushing boundaries and redefining what players expect from the franchise.